Welcome back to my channel. I'm Nerdy Figure Collector, and today I'll be reviewing the Neca Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin Synja Protocol Patrol Bot, and it looks pretty good. You have the artwork on the front, a portrait on the other side, a normal side, bottom, top, and then if you open it up, the figure posing, and you also have the actual figure itself. So now let's review the box in more detail. Here we have is the box in more detail, and it looks pretty great. You have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin with that nice red circle, and then you have 3 different variations of these patrol bots. You have one with antennas, one that has damage and you can see the eye, and one with no antenna but no eye though. And both of them have different fighting. This one's like ready to fight with 2. That one's kind of has like an Ahsoka thing where the one's like kind of behind her and one's in front of her, and the other one's kind of like a kind of like classic controlled grip, and all of them are like looking for the turtles or rebels basically, I believe. And then you have that nice like red blue kind of mixed in together, and it looks pretty nice. And then just red outline on some of them, just cool blue outline, and then yeah, looks nice. And then you have red red autograph right there on the bottom left, Nickelodeon, a Synja protocol, not protocol, but patrol bot. Why did I say protocol? But patrol bot. And then you have Neca right there. And then if you look off the side, it says Nickelodeon, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Last Ronin with that red circle, and The Last Ronin kind of ready to gear up, or is geared up and ready to fight. You have the Synja Patrol Bot, and 6, this is the 6th issue of this Last Ronin line. And you have these comic book bots. And then you have you'll have the bot basically posing, a bot ready to fight, because the gun's out of the holster and but the sword's in. You have a couple of them ready to fight as well, and then you have a decapitated with the broken mask with the cyborg kind of one, and you have the body right there. And then you have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin, and stuff about The Last Ronin if you want to read it. And then you also have a black and white version of The Last Ronin ready to fight. And if you look here is a sliver of the mural that if you collect all of them, you collect this giant mural, and it looks pretty good from all the videos I've seen. And then you have Donatello here, and then you have the damaged one where you see the eye, and one without an antenna, one with an antenna, and then way back there, one with the antenna. And then you have Bleecker Street, I believe that's what it is. But anyways, and then we're back in the front, but pretty cool mural. Anyways, here we are at the front. And we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin. Warning, choking hazards, not for small parts, not for children under 3. And then you have all the people who worked on this. And then there's a piece. Okay. Usually there would be a barcode right there. And you have 0 through 3 right there crossed out because they don't want you choking on the hands or the robot head, or the different kind of heads, or the swords, or a gun. And then you have pretty cool up here and up there. And then you have basically this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know if I reviewed the top one, but anyways, it has Nickelodeon right there. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin, ages 14 and up. Warning, choking hazards, not for children under 3, because like I said, you don't want them choking on the small accessories. But anyways, though, you would have Neca and different kind of other stuff. And then yeah, pretty cool. Now let's open this figure and review the figure. Here we have is a figure outside the package, and it looks pretty good. And if we start with the head moves up that much and moves down that much, and then for head swivel it's that much and that much. For shoulders, oh, I just popped that out of its thing. okay, well, shoulders go up that much. Single jointed elbow with up and down wrist movement. Same thing here. Shoulder moves up that much. Single jointed elbow with up and down wrist movement. A torso movement. So move that much, down that much, sides that much, and that one. And you could move along the side too. You have, I believe, thigh swivel, double join the knees, and up and down ankle movements. And you could just articulate that however you want. Same thing on the other side. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and up and down up and down ankle movement with like a little postability. And yeah, you can kind of move the foot because there's it's kind of like a peg on both sides. So there's that. Now, since we did the posability on this figure already, now let's just start with the detail. And the detail of this figure looks pretty cool. You have the nice shiny silver stuff like the shoulder armor and the kind of glasses and on the head and stuff. It looks pretty cool. And then you have like black line texture shadowing, and that looks cool, like right there back here. And then you have nice like silver spine, and then it looks like you have like a stormtrooper grenade on the back with like a communicator. And then you have a belt with a bunch of like pockets and stuff. And yeah, you can basically move the wrists. These are pretty cool. You could swivel the wrist movement too, and it looks like you have wires because aren't these cyborgs in the comic? Spoiler alert. And then yeah, you have a nice details on. You can see wires there, wires on the shoulder, and more wire detail on the back. And then you have some black lines on the silver. And then the neck has two kinds of ball joints for the head and then for the shoulder part of it, which looks pretty cool, honestly. And then for the fingers, you have like a bunch of like black lines on it. Oh, what just happened? Anyways, you just had some black lines. And yeah, and then you have a holster for your stuff. And what is going on with the camera? Anyway, so this looks pretty nice though for it. And then you have some scuff up on the knees, or not the elbows and stuff, and then black shadow on that. And then the figure could kick up that high, and then it also has a red mouth, which is texturized because it feels lumpy. Same thing for the goggles, and basically any part of the black line on this looks pretty cool. So now if we could fix this up, and basically it has like a nice robotic texture to it, which is pretty nifty, and you could see some lines there. Why is this so fuzzy? There we go. There we go. I fixed it. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, is that any better? Okay, so that's good enough. Okay. Now, since we're talking about the figure, and sorry about the way something was wrong with my camera. But anyways, though, since we finished the detail of the figure, now let's talk about the accessories. And we have multiple alternate heads. For the first one, you have a alternate head with, oh my goodness, can't even focus. Oh my god. Okay, anyways, for this one, you have red goggles. What just happened again with the camera? Okay, you have some shiny reflection on the red goggles. You have some antennas. You cannot move the antennas, but it looks pretty cool. And some line patterns on it as well. So, and the antennas are in that nice silver shiny color. And yeah, this just looks like a pretty cool alternate head. And then this one's not really an alternate head, but it has postability. But you cannot put this on the figure because of the wires, so that kind of sucks. But you could see some gears moving in the brain area, and then you see a hot eye, and then you got the red mouth and the silver shiny goggles, and the face actually looks pretty cool as well. And then a bunch of stuff on the back, like the robotic spine and stuff. So yeah, all in all, pretty great. Then you have this robotic death ball, or anyways, because it kind of looks creepy because it has like red eyes and a creepy sharp teeth smile. You have a peg, so you could put something in there to make it float. And then yeah, all pretty cool. There's a bunch of bumps, so it's kind of lumpy, and then there's like robotic lines, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, all in all, this is like pretty cool. And then you come with 4 different pairs of hands, or not 4, 2 different pairs of hands. One is a fist hand, or a pair of them are fist hands, and you have black lines to resemble the different parts of articulation in the fingers, which is pretty cool. And it's in the same color blue, because why wouldn't it be? And then it has up and down wrist movement and up and down wrist movement. And then for the second one, you have trigger hands, so you could have the gun, or trigger hands slash grip hands, so you could have it hold the katana and the gun. But anyway, so you could see more of the black lines in detail. Nothing really new there. You could see some knuckles there and there. The trigger hands move up and down, and also up and down. And the fists move up and down. And then we have a dark gray shiny pistol. It looks pretty good. You can see the trigger in there. The barrel looks cool. And some black lines to have more color in it. And this just looks nice, like a normal pistol you would see. And then you could see the aim, so you could just boom, and then down goes the turtle. But anyway, so yeah, this looks like a pretty cool pistol. And then you have a katana, which is in that nice silver shiny color. And then you have a dark gray hand protector. And then you have a nice diamond design grip too on this. And it's also layered, so on the diamonds it's lower, and for the grip it's higher, so it has makes that lumpy texture. And then there is dark gray on the bottom, and kind of like a light gray, not like a lighter gray in the middle for the grip, and then black for the diamonds. And it looks pretty cool too. And I do like that nice silvery shininess. And then it comes with this sheath, which is the same color as that. And then all that's different is that you can just plug this thing in the back, so you could have it just pop it in there. So you could have it like that, or that, really. So whatever way works for you. But anyways, it's pretty nice, cool, and easy to put on and off. And then the katana just fits right in. And for the last accessory, it comes with these stickers. And what I believe these are like kind of badges that you put on, so it shows a different command in it. So this might be a normal soldier, and then you could put this on. It could be like a captain or a sergeant. So anyway, so this might be cool. I might not put this on a different video, but maybe in this video, but maybe in a different video I might. But I don't know yet, but that is it. But I did kind of do things out of order, because I forgot to kind of talk about the art back in the box, and it's in that red outline of it, and in that like blood red and like dark red color with a bunch of black wash smears, dots and stuff. It looks pretty cool, pretty sweet. I do kind of like how it looks, and it's kind of damaged and wrinkly over here, or it gives that thing. And then also, when I was reviewing the box, I did forget to review the posing of the figure. And the figure's using the antenna head. It has a kind of like a gotcha hand and a pistol in the hand, so it could shoot a turtle or any threat. And it's in that like kind of slanted, slopey pose. So anyway, so looks pretty cool for the pose, and then it has a nice background on it too, so that's also nice and neat. And then yeah, a pretty cool figure you could army build, or there's that 2-pack where it comes with this dark navy blue one or this white one, and you could basically have an army pack of 2 different colored ones, which you could have them fighting the turtles, or you could have spent your money on army packing the footbots. But anyway, so great figure. And now let's do the posing and then scaling, and then that will be it for the video. And here we have is the patrol bot, basically kind of holding Donnie's staff, if you would, like right there. So Donnie's holding it up, and then basically the patrol bot's gonna try and take it down and then attack Donnie. And so it's a really easy, simple pose that I just thought of. And we will do 2 more poses, and then the box arts or the mural on the boxes, and then we will do scaling. And here we have is the robot patrol bot fighting Leo with their katanas, and I did change the head to the antenna head. But anyway, so I have Leo using one of his katanas and the other hand holding it, and while the bot is using a 2-hand grip on one katana, and Leo's trying to hold that up so he doesn't get stabbed. And this is also a nice, fun, easy pose that I did. And let's do one more pose, then check out the mural on the boxes, then scaling, and that will be it of the video. And here we have is the patrol bot, and also have Raphael fighting each other, and this is pretty easy kind of pose right here. You have Raphael holding up his sides, kind of blocking the robot's katana, but he also has a gun in his arm, so Raphael's kind of screwed. But anyway, so this is a fun, easy pose right here that I just thought of also. And yeah, it's fun. Well, not fun for Raphael because he's about to die, but anyway, so nice, easy pose. And now let's just look at the wall, or not the wall, but the boxes of the mural on the boxes, and then scale the figures. And here are all the mural boxes that we have collected so far in this last Ronin collection, and it looks pretty good. You have the armored Ronin, the unarmored Ronin, Raphael, Leo, Donnie, and then the actual bot that we reviewed in this video. So now let's get this into more of a scaling right now. Here we have is the robot patrol robot compared to the white one, and then the actual foot bot. And I just did all the foot robots basically, and it looks pretty good. It looks like the footbot is a little bit taller, and then it would be the white patrol bot, and then it would be the blue patrol bot. But anyways, this is a pretty cool, and I probably think accurate thing to the comic. But anyway, so it looks cool with all the details on the bodies and stuff. It just pops, and yeah, pretty cool. And now let's do 2 more scalings of different figures, and that will be it. Here we have is the blue patrol bot standing next to the Ronin, and then Karai. The Ronin is taller next to the patrol bot, and then Karai. So that's pretty probably accurate to the comic, I would say. But anyways, you would assume, well, actually, yeah, because the Ronin is bigger and is a mutant. Karai's just a human, and then that's a robot that could be turned up to how large or tall you want it. So, anyways, pretty nice way to have this, and pretty cool. And let's do 1 more scaling, and I would say that would be it for the video. And here we have is the blue patrol bot standing next to Leo and Donnie, from the same line, of course. But anyway, so the blue patrol bot is taller than Leo and Donnie, and it looks like Leo is the second tallest, and Donnie is the least tallest. But anyways, it looks pretty good though on because all the turtles in any variations, like the very old cartoons, the 2003 show, stuff like that, or shows like that, or show the turtles are very kind of not small, but smaller than the humans. But anyways, it looks pretty good, pretty nice, and that is it for the video. So thank you for watching this video. Please hit the like and subscribe button. It would really help the channel out. And also have a good rest of your day.